going to be playing a Voidoff on the Alliance side, and I will be running through the first scenario in this video.
Go with honor, friend.
As you can see, they take us straight to Lordaeron.
Heroes of the Third Fleet, steel yourselves. Report to King Greymane at once.
So in the first scenario, you follow this
Follow
guy,
me. Make haste and do not
General
stray.
Hammond Clay, to Brill, which must be an area just outside of Lordaeron. So you just follow him to the Lordaeron Keep. So here we are at, again, he goes through, talks to us a little bit. Yeah, so everyone's on the part. So now in this part you go through the gate and you have to defend the siege towers from Alliance. This is pretty easy. You just have to fill the little bar up here in the right hand side with to 100. See, the Horde demolishers will fire back and stun you. And for you mages out there, Arcane Intellect is back in the game as a castable buff. So don't forget to buff yourselves. I've done it twice. You do get a debuff if you stand in the fire. Most of us by now should know not to stand in fire. So that is the scenario done. That section of the scenario, sorry, that is that done. It goes to a cutscene. Blizzard obviously haven't put the audio files. I don't know if this might be a bug, but I don't think they've put the audio files in it. On release, I'm pretty sure there will be audio files for this part of the scenario. So here they give us the Azerite War Machine. For those of you who have done this, or most of you would have done it in Legion, there's like a small quest. They send you this Sithilus, and there's like a small quest line you have to do to spy the Horde mining this stuff. And the quest is like you just sabotage whatever they're doing. So now, moving on to this part of the scenario. Still standing like that. Okay. You just have to take out the war machine. It's quite simple, not too hard. Yeah, so during this fight you will find that the war machine summons like these juts of earth out of the ground that they do okay damage to, not too much. It also doesn't move where it shoots fire, and Azerite, it looks like Azerite. Well, that can do quite a lot of damage. And that is that done. So it's quite easy, not too hard. Just watch out for the spires of earth that jut up from the ground, and some of his AoE attacks, they can be quite heavy in damage. So now we are going to the next part of the scenario where the Bly, yeah, they send out the Bly and they push us back from Lordaeron Keep. Again, this part of the scenario has no audio files as of yet. So Sylvanas summons both Alliance and Horde. You will get a debuff as the bar pushes forward. This debuff does significant amount of damage, and they're just suffering nature damage. During that time, you just have to get out of it, and simple and easy. That's the reason. Also, by killing the sludge guards, it does not halt the rate at which the Bly spray progresses towards you. It's simply, they're just NPCs that can help you fill the 100. Also, if you stand in Anduin's aura, I'm pretty sure he heals you. Once that's done, you go to the ruins of Lordaeron, so you're teleported, taken there, and you meet Jaina Proudmoore fighting a whole bunch of Horde. Once you kill off the Horde, it will trigger a dialogue between Jaina and Anduin, and Jen, and you follow them to the gates of Lordaeron. I think it's the gates. Let me just check the map. Well, side gate of Lordaeron, and Lordaeron, however you say it. And you need to go in there, and it will trigger the next part of the scenario. So this part of the scenario, you're just doing again, defeat Darkspear trolls. I think that's wrong, because I'm not sure if they're all trolls. But it could be a bug. So now, once you've done that, and you fill them up to 100, you have to defeat Garage, or however you say this. This is name. Garage does the same thing, so this move where he gets everyone into the middle, and then his whirlwinds push him out, but you can still attack him. It's fairly simple to DPS down. Nothing too hard. Obviously, this is the better. He might get harder later on. So he flies back and forth. Make sure you're targeted, because I'm not. Okay, so once Zaraj is defeated, you now follow King Underwind through another door that's blocked with ice. They get rid of it, and it will bring you onto the second part of this part of the scenario, the Lordaeron part of the scenario. You are allowed to mount here. Easy. So in this part of the scenario, you meet the Forsaken, and you have to fight them. This part actually has a little bit of dialogue, audio in it. Dialogue audio. Jaina, no dialogue. So same again, pretty simple. Fill the bar up to 100% and you're free to go. It starts at 2%, so
Victory for the Forsaken!
at this point
Let us even the odds, King Ray.
We get given these Flametrons 5000s, and
I am
F1 is its main.
Makator, are you ready for battle?
F1 is its main attack.
Indubitably, I brought some extra machines.
The second one just does like an AoE burst damage. Deteriorates enemies and inflicts fire damage. But yet you can... If you stand in the green stuff, it doesn't really do any damage to you. The Flametron 5000 absorbs most of it. So you should be good to go. And you should be okay to stand in it. Nothing too crazy, just a little bit weird on your screen.
The universe is full of mystery.
Once that is done, guys, you fill it up to 100%, it stops, and it goes to a little small cutscene, and it shows the withdrawal of the Horde from Lordaeron, or Lordaeron. This cutscene has no audio also, but hopefully will be put into the game later on. So once that is done and you've killed off the Forsaken, you are faced with an issue. You need to find Sylvanas. However, there's a whole lot of like
Understood.
bile
We will not let you go
or
alone.
something on the grounds. Poisonous stuff. So Metatalk
I don't
helps
have
us out
many of them, but the ones I do are at your disposal.
with some air vehicles, which help us get to the other side of this, and there you go. So
Got it.
once you've gone through that and you're on the other side of the poison on the floor, you are taken to a the entrance square of Lordaeron, and you meet High Overlord Surafang. Human Underwind, as you can see, have a little discussion for the Horde, and he begins his attack. He does not do that much damage at all. Again, this is early times, so that may change this. Again, he is pretty easy to get down. And there's no real mechanic if you're a DPS, you just stand there and DPS him down. getting to throw him down a large percentage of his health. The fight stops and goes to a cutscene where he is hauled off by storming guards. I think they take him to Stormwind. Yeah, I think they take him to Stormwind. So yeah, they take him to the stockades. I couldn't remember what it was, but they take him to the stockades. So once Serafang is taken to the stockades after the fight, we then see... We're then portaled to Stormwind. We're taken to Stormwind Harbour, and speak to Lady Jaina there. Because I haven't done that 11 times. So you speak to Lady Jaina, she gives you a quest, well, you complete a quest, and she takes you to meet, you then get a quest to go meet Anduin in the Stormwind Keep. He's just through to his throne room. He'll be standing there with a war council. So once you grab the accept the quest, you fly from Stormwind Harbour to Stormwind Keep to meet Anduin with his war council, where information is relayed to about the goings on of the war. Let's talk about movements. As you can see, they talk about the Zandalari as well during this time. When Jaina does this, there's a little portal. You just click on the portal and it comes up. There will be an awesome cutscene, as is stated by Blizzard. Complete the quest by talking to Anduin. He then gives you a quest to go back to Stormwind Harbour to speak to Jaina. Now that we have accepted the quest and flown back to Stormwind Harbour, we meet Jaina not originally where she was, but on one of the docks next to Kultura's ship. You accept, and you board a ship to Kulturas. And you go to Borealis. However, as you can see, this bit is bugged. So here, you complete the quest with Jaina. So we now have to accompany Jaina Proudmoore to an audience with Catherine Proudmoore. There is a scene where you see Jaina confronted by guards. They ultimately take her to the throne room where her destiny is decided. The cutscene is unskippable at the moment. I don't know if Blizzard will later on will allow us to skip this scene, but I'm pretty sure they normally allow you to skip these scenes. However, it is a good little intro into Kulturas and Borealis, the Alliance main city for Battle for Azeroth. And that is it for that scene. They take us to like a dungeon. So it looks like we've been thrown in jail after the cutscene. However, I'm going to leave it here for now. Thank you for watching. I will be trying to upload at least once a day or once every 2 days. I'll be continuing this so you guys are able to follow my progress as a mage from 110 to 120. So hit the subscribe button, click on the little bell in the corner to stay updated, and thank you for watching.